Thank you all the people who have come here to represent the community cats and all the rescuers and carers that are right across New South Wales. It's a big task to ask people to travel hours in from regional areas, but they're here with us in spirit and we're going to take them on the journey as well. I know many couldn't make it today. So our aim today is to represent the range of rescuers and carers. There are thousands across the state who dedicate their time, effort and resources.
Thank you to every single one of you that have come out today and are standing up against animal cruelty and standing up to protect cats. And I'm so sorry I couldn't be there today to join you, but I appreciate every single one of you for standing up on this issue.
I'm very pleased to provide a message of support for all of those who are attending the Sydney Save Community Cats rally. I wish you all the best for striving to better assist state and local governments with effective cat management, and that you gain funding for the important work you're doing.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. So I'm reading for Christina Vesk, who's the CEO of the Cat Protection Society of New South Wales. The Cat Protection Society of New South Wales stands with you to say all cats deserve to be treated with respect and kindness. Most of you aren't just spending your own time helping cats, but also your own money. It's exhausting and hard. Some, maybe even many of you, are burnt out. You need to look after yourself too, and please don't feel bad about that. Every cat deserves a loving and responsible home, and every cat carer deserves respect.
On the behalf of RSPCA New South Wales, thanks for inviting us here to be part of today's event and for the tireless efforts of carers, rescue groups and advocates across the state who are giving community cats a voice. These issues are complex, emotionally charged and often fall on the hardest on the shoulders of volunteers and grassroots organisations like yourselves, doing everything they can to care for animals that would otherwise be overlooked. To everyone here today, thank you. Thank you for your care, your compassion and your commitment to a better future for cats in New South Wales. You are part of the solution and so are we, and together we can create lasting change.
Community TNRs, we're in the front line of dealing with a whole range of issues. We have to be social workers, case managers. We're dealing with people from all stratas of life and walks of life and their cat problems. So we are racing against time to get as many cats desexed as we can, because desexing is the only way at this point that we stop population increases, or try to. We make a dent.
In my 21 years of rescuing cats, I have seen what it does to people. I have witnessed the broken relationships, the conflicts, the arguments, the helplessness, and the pressures placed on the families of those involved. I lost a friend to suicide and carried the guilt for a long time because I had somehow failed to see how her commitment to her rescued cats had exacerbated her mental condition. I have counselled numerous others who have come to me because they somehow intuited that I knew what they were going through because I was going through it myself. I am not a counsellor, I told my doctor recently, so I have a referral now to somehow make sense of the tangled situation I find myself in. In rescue, you turn your house into a shelter. You give up your freedom to give them a life, and you think about how that came to be. How at the beginning you thought you were making a difference, and you were. But you had no idea that you would be left lugging the weight of it all and be abandoned by those who should have helped and who did not.
We've listed our top priorities up here. They're just the top priorities to help us save community cats. There's a lot more that can be done. It appears that the message for high-intensity desexing is being kicked off well and truly across so many councils. Let's keep up the push for high-intensity desexing, because really we need it available in every council. That's our top one, because as I've said before, if we can get ahead of the breeding numbers, that's when our work starts to finally become achievable long term. The other top priority I'd just like to mention today, which a few people have, is about mandatory containment. Now, I've had a lot of rescuers have a go at me about that I am against mandatory containment. And I have to explain to them that for 20 years, when I adopt out cats, I want the cats to be contained. I don't want them to be free roaming. However, there is the dark side to cat mandatory containment, and that's where, if it goes through, there's many people already out there who are ready to start capturing any roaming cats, and there are no strong controls or verification of what those people will do to the cats. So we already see a lot of animal cruelty to cats. We see the posts of what happens to them, and it's pretty devastating as a cat lover to see cats be killed in videos on Facebook and other social media. So we need to stay strong on that one. And we need to help promote it though. That's the key thing. The other thing though is we also need to appreciate that for some cats we can't instantly contain them. Doesn't matter if we had all the resources, if we had huge sanctuaries. Some cats just are used to what they've been brought up in, and it would be incredibly distressing to force them to be contained. So it's finding that balance, finding the acceptance, and also let's stop the war on cats, because it's applied to all cats, and that's been allowed to carry on for a decade. Thank you all very, very much for coming today.
Every little rescue cat I have reminds me of the thousands out there. So this is a grassroots movement for compassion and action.
We keep on looking after the cats and the expenses are ours. We don't get any support from our council, and yet we get villainised for helping these cats. They're just innocent animals.
We're here with so many people because we believe that the community cats should be saved, that they should be supported, and that the government, particularly the councils and the state government, should be doing more.
Online and around and about, people are really abusive towards cats, and we respect all animals. We think that animals need to live in dignity and they deserve better lives than what people are offering.